I will turn my volume up. I will turn y'all's volume right about there.
But as you do so, beware the skid demon!
Beware the skid demon.
That's alright, it's still funny.
We had something in the chat that you guys can see up there, and we may have to record us doing that, because that was hilarious.
That was great. Me and Kane
All
just
right.
like totally synchronized and whatnot.
I
Just like
literally put that in
randomly.
Discord because I was hoping Kane would...
If my animation foo was better, I would totally have us all record some of those and then do like just basic animation to them. And the skid demon, okay.
The skid demon one was great because we just managed to get that together perfectly.
Yes. All right.
We are Legion. We are skid demon.
We are skid demon.
Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads, and welcome back to episode 22 of Rise of the Runelords Redux. We are doing another audio episode this time because something weird's going on with computers and Hangouts and stuff like that, and Roll20. So, anyway, we are back, and when we last left our heroes, they were about to engage in some mischief against some giants and a couple bears, but first we need to make our announcements. Always less than 5 minutes, you can time me. Here we go. The Inn of Planar Crossroads and Black Dragon Gaming both have their Patreon going, so if you want to support us that way, you can. The Inn of Planar Crossroads also has Subscribestar going. Keep an eye out for the 500 subscriber one-shot, which has been reached. The info on that will be forthcoming soon, as well as the winners of the giveaway will be announced soon enough as well. And I believe our next giveaway will be at about 1,000, so we're going to try and double our 500 to get to 1,000. And you can expect a video on changes to the Patreon tiers once we have everything worked out in our heads on how it's going to be, and you can get in on that. So, anything from Black Dragon Gaming?
Nope, I'm still just trying to get my sides back together.
All right.
The intermission.
Well, before we begin then, do be warned that this is our disclaimer saying that this is a adult podcast that sometimes features adults, that sometimes use adult language, so you have been warned.
Thank you, Pathfather. And remember, do not pass the Pathfather by, or otherwise disrespect.
That's right. Or he will summon the skid demon. All right.
We're gonna fall apart at this rate.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, this is Cthulhu all over again.
All right. So, when last we left our heroes, they waited till dark to ascend the Storval Stair. Using deeper darkness cast by Boldrago, all holding his silver silk thread, they traveled up the stair. Some needing support from others to be able to ascend without taking any kind of fatiguing problems. However, once ascent was obtained, they found to their senses a noise of giants. Perhaps, yes, two types, as well as, Willton recognized, bears. And this is where we find our players.
Can I just mention that last episode when you described the giants to us, it was you hear giants, and then you also hear giants but stupid.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean,
So,
that's a
yeah.
hill giant.
Which is probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
The hill giant that we were fighting on a giant hill, though. Too meta.
Yeah. You don't know what it is, but it sounds dumb.
I mean, that's half a Rise of the Runelords. You fight goblins, then you fight ogres, now there's hill giants, and you don't know what it is. Don't sound the smartest.
Fair enough. All right, then. So, we've already rolled up our initiative in case that happens. But for now, you guys hear this. What do you want to do?
Skoros is just going to look in the direction that he thinks Boldrago is. Now is the time.
Can we have map?
Well, this is all theater of the mind on this one. They didn't give me a map.
But
for
I
this
don't
one.
know which way the thing is.
Okay, so description.
Forward.
You are about. You are almost to the full extent of the stair. You're coming around the stairs have a bit of a corner on them, and you're about to come around that corner, and it'll ascend you from your peeking out. It will ascend another 60 feet, 70, no, another 80 feet is what it would be. And then that's where they seem to be discussing and talking. They are at the top of the stair.
I don't see any stairs.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. I don't have any map for this. This is a random...
Yeah, but on the little handout we got,
Oh,
that's
that's
supposed
because...
to be stairs there.
No, because that's further in. It was not... It's not a...
So we're not on that handout.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we're
have-
way farther out still.
So...
Gotcha.
So you guys have about 80 feet to the top of the stair. You're at a sharp a corner there that you guys can peek around, or at least Boldrago could, because he can see. No one seems to have noticed you right now, simply because y'all are in deeper darkness, and they can't see in deeper darkness because there's dark vision's only like 60 feet. It does appear that there are a mix of hill giants, mainly hill giants, and then a couple stone giants, and then Willton definitely hears bears. And they're staying in, at the top of the stair, there seems to be probably an ornamental, at one point, old Thessalonian structure, but is definitely in decrepancy now. But enough of it still remains to be able to shelter from storms and such.
Okay.
So what's the diameter of deeper darkness?
60 in all directions.
So
Oh.
the radius is 60 feet.
And so it's clear, the stair is about 20... is about 5, 10... It's actually about 30 feet wide.
So can Boldrago lead us further inward without passing within 120 feet of anything?
Based upon what he can see, they're all moving. So
I
sometimes
can
they'll
only
come
see
closer to the edge.
90 feet.
Okay. Well, sometimes they'll come within the edge of your vision pretty easily.
What I'm getting at is that if the giants can see in the dark, but they can't see through deeper darkness, if we get within their line of sight, they're just going to see a wall of impenetrable darkness.
Yes. And from what Boldrago can kind of get a handle on with his vision, they'll sometimes drift into his vision clearly, and it won't just be based off of hearing. And they'll come to the edge of the ascent of the wall that is at the top towards the ascent of the stair, and they'll look around and down into the stair and not see much, and then turn around. And that happens occasionally. It seems to always be a hill giant, and they don't seem to be doing it at any particular interval. But that's as close as they usually get to the edge of the stair.
Well, it's on Boldrago then. We can't really move without you.
Sure you can. Probably don't want to.
Yeah, that's probably not a great idea. Are you gonna take us anywhere?
I'm not sure where I want to take you guys.
Do you want to end the campaign now? Lead us off a cliff?
Yeah. It's this way, guys. Just
Oh,
don't hesitate.
the night angel strikes again.
And then I raise you and have my undead army. Let's go.
Featherfall.
Bird.
Angel.
Still be hilarious if one of the full casters had stone shape and then suddenly those giants standing near the edge are standing very...
Okay, so we are on the staircase, right?
Yes.
And
So
these
just make them
staircases
stair
are
go over.
like huge. So you could technically like sit like with your back against the the step and not be seen.
Well, the steps themselves are, for them, just small incremental steps. They're 2 feet high to you guys.
So you could lie down,
Technically, yeah.
not be seen.
hmm
Yeah.
I don't know, but Egor's pretty thick for a halfling, so
I'm not thick enough to ruin our stealth chance. I'm not stealthy thick. My ass cheeks don't clap while we walk.
All right. Seem to be like a outpost of some sort. I suggest you lie down here on the steps so they can't see you, because I am about to move. Get into better position and then we can all strike at once, yes?
Skoros
This
will
is-
nod.
This is planned. We are going to attack.
This,
This is
this,
like
this. It would be too annoying to try and get to talk to them and at this point.
it's you guys have been with Egor for it's been several days now on the road, just talking to each other. He's game for the strike first, ask questions later strategy, but he accepts that a lot of you are smarter than him, and he's willing to bow to your better judgment.
Skoros is in the same boat. The last time he got real crazy was because there was a literal dragon. I'm definitely in both guns blazing.
Yeah,
there's not a great need right now. So if someone has a better idea.
I'm willing to let the adrenaline do the talking, but if there's a better way. But if you think this is where we should go, then let's do it.
Oh, we can keep one of them alive.
I mean, we already have one.
I can try and keep one alive. You clearly can't.
Well, Drago, I think you just want to start a hog farm.
Oh, I'm reminded of the Buck Animal Farm.
Where they all turn to stone giants and kill their capitalist overlord.
Yes, that's what happens.
yeah, sure,
You
yeah.
must be confusing me with someone else. Now, please, lie down. They won't see you. And you
Skoros
kinda-
won't lie down, but Skoros will...
Like, helps them, like, lie down. So that
I do not need you. I can lie down on my own.
Yes, but
Rather
you
than
can't
lying
judge.
down, I'll cast invisibility.
You can't quite judge if you're being seen or not.
Egor has been putting himself to bed for many years now.
His hands are... I would suspect that Boldrago's hands are rather cold when they touch you.
Like the
Oh,
void
yeah,
of space.
He doesn't have any winter clothing or anything.
Well, Drago, my name is Willton, and I'm playing Wilton right now. Do you think it will be a long time before you start your attack?
No. Not unless you want it.
No, sooner would be better. And Wilton will cast invisibility on... Well, are they within... Well, somebody already cast invisibility, so if they're going to hear the schematic, cross that bridge. Greater invisibility on himself and invisibility on the person.
Okay.
I don't think I have silent spell.
I don't think you'd need it. There's the scale is so large here that I doubt anybody is close enough to us to hear speaking volume.
True.
Speech. That's my opinion.
Right. With everyone lying down on the stairs, he's going to fly up and basically try and like get above them,
Okay.
sort of behind them, type of thing.
Okay. You can do that. They don't.
Actually, he'll fly straight up,
Okay.
like 200 feet or something,
Okay.
and then he's going to sheath his dagger, which will remove the darkness.
All right.
He's going to eat the rock, metaphorically.
Did he roll that 100?
All right. So the darkness is gone.
So now he can see, like, clearly
Mhm.
how they're doing down there, how it's looking.
Okay. So in the structure up there is where the stone giant. There's about 2 of them, and they drift in and out. So I'll make sure that they're on the map. And then there's about 6, as we said before, hill giants. No, those don't look like hill giants, but they're there. And then the bears, one of them you can tell is still in the building, and then one of them kind of drifts out to the front occasionally. So you're able to get a count on the entire bit of enemies in the area. The ones that are closest to the stairs are the hill giants, and they drift out and they look out over the edge of the ridge occasionally, and then drift back over towards the rest of the group.
How do they look, like weapon-wise? What are they armed with?
Most of them have just normal, what you would assume would be normal stuff for them to have. The hill giants basically just have some clubs, some crude-looking trees they broke down. The stone giants have a pile of large rocks by them, as well as a very big hogged club. It's got better... It actually has decorations on it and stuff like that, rather than just being a broken-off piece of tree.
All right. So he'll get into a position where he would be above, like, as many of them as possible, preferably as far away from the stairs as possible. So.
Okay, so
yeah, if this is how they're like positioned, sort of, he would get like here.
Over the side there, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're hovering over those hill, mainly a group of hill giants.
And he'll draw his dagger once again.
Okay.
So it's dark now again. Around him, and he'll float down to 50 feet, which will be within their range, and then he will drop some frogs on them. That'll be him initiating combat, basically.
With
Okay.
frogs.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna say that you, with your motion and the speed of it, and there's definitely a surprise round for Boldrago. And anybody not prone will also get a surprise round.
I was going to ask. Okay, cool.
So, that would mean that we need that Boldrago is going to initiate the combat. We'll let you guys, anybody standing, have a surprise round, and then anybody else that is prone can stand up for free this round. So, as you descend down, and the darkness starts to come into their eyes, they're like, "What? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What was that? What? No! What? Oh, blind! Blind!" And then, all of a sudden, they start to hear, "The frogs! They're taken! Stupid frogs!" And then they try to squish frogs. Okay, so what actually mechanically happens with the frog plague?
Cacophony of ribbits.
He's casting Rain of Frogs. Just a swarm of frogs. Poisonous frogs.
Okay.
He'll do a little incantation though. The blackest night falls from the skies, and darkness grows as all light dies. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright.
And which
They'll
power
take,
band was that?
Yeah, actually none.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh.
This is actually
Which Lantern Corps is that?
Yeah. It's actually a mix of two of them.
Okay.
Oh. There you go. Leave a comment below if you know which two.
I think
Alright.
I know who it is.
So,
Then leave a comment.
yeah,
They do
then
6
leave a
points of
comment.
damage to everyone in the 10 feet. 10 feet square, and then they have to save against poison.
All right. So you said 6.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is running really slow, and I don't know why. So I'll just
Roll
write
20?
it down. Yeah, roll 20.
Yeah, for me too.
6 on the hill, and I'll put them in. 6 there. All right. So, and then they need to roll against
Fortitude 13.
13. Okay. What do they got? They got 18 on the die. So they're like, "Oh, nasty!" Oh. And it is just in the 10 foot, right? So it's just the 4 that are around you?
Yep.
Okay. So they will have their damage on them. And we'll work down the initiative order as this happens. You guys can hear him say that. He doesn't say it quietly. And you guys are like, "Yeah, that's Boldrago." And you can tell that this has freaked out some of the other ones as this orb of darkness descended, and some of the stone giants have definitely taken notice. And let me see, Skoros, were you laying down or standing up?
Skoros is standing up invisible.
Invisible. Okay. So that means you get around. You guys were 80 feet away from the nearest stone giant. So.
Okay. Are any of the giants particularly close to the edge of the stair in such a way that they might be bull rushed over and fall to their deaths?
No, they are unfortunately not close to the edge at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Not the ones that are directly in front of you.
Are they all on one?
Are they all on one what?
All on one stair. Is one stair big enough to support a bunch of people?
They're not on the stair. They're on the plateau.
Oh.
They're at the top of the stair.
Okay, that makes sense. So then what Skoros will do is, since you can only do a mover, not both, in a surprise round, Skoros is going to just, like, stealthily climb up and move close to him.
Stealthily, huh?
Because I've got invisibility, and I'm 100% of Thanky Giant is enough to where if I put a giant between me and the air, they
Okay.
won't smell. And the frogs. The cacophony of froggy boys. So then, moving under invisibility, plus 20, 34. Did I put ranks in stealth? No, I didn't, but I have a real good dex. So it comes out to a 40, all told.
Okay. They don't seem to be paying any attention to you as you get closer. They seem to definitely be paying a lot more attention to this darkness that has descended and spoken evil words in the darkness.
Perfect. So I'll go, like, right here. Not to, like, put myself... I want to be in the same... with if there's no one who I can just kind of sneak up and whoop, push you off the cliff, just put enough dudes in my threat range that I can start just punching a bunch.
Okay. So
And
I will...
That's fine.
I'll move this so people can have a bit more of an idea. Because the stone giant, as you come up the stairs, there's the little pavilion that the stone giants are in. And then off to the side here, to the left, is those other giants. So this is the 80-foot mark. How much movement do you want to have?
I'm moving at half speed, so I want to move... So I guess I am making a climb check and...
Making a climb check, what?
Because I have to go up, right? So I would need to make a climb check. Or
Yeah.
no, I don't. It's a leg day. I don't need to make a climb check. So I'm just 15 feet towards the one move action.
Okay, so that would get you close to these, then.
That works.
Okay. And the bears are behind them. Stone giants aren't acting this round. Other giants aren't acting this round. Brasut, you were standing up, were you not?
Indeed, I was.
Okie dokie. So, what do you want to do?
How many giants in total did you say there was again?
There are a total of 8 giants. 2 hill and 6... 2 stone and 6 hill giants.
Oh. Sit down and wait for the people who want to do the fighting to do it.
Okay. Sounds very Brasut. All right. That means next is back to Boldrago, who started the combat on the surprise round. Was Willton standing up? I don't...
Wilton is under greater invisibility, which means he has it for less rounds, but he can attack through.
Okay.
So, Bark hits the arrow. I cast an intensified shocking grasp. Man, one since I said that one. And I will shoot the... Do I have clear line of sight from where I'm at?
Assuming
at least
he
to, like,
has...
ahead.
Assuming he has taken his potion to see in the dark. No, wait, he's a half-orc now.
Right.
He has 60 feet of eyesight.
Okay.
So...
Well, then I will... Can I see the stone giants?
No, they're 80 feet to get to the top of the stair where they are. So,
Okay.
he mainly heard them.
Can I see the hill giants? Or is that still 80 feet?
Yeah, they're still up 80 feet. They're still at the top of the stair, at the top of the plateau. There's the sheer portion where it comes up to that. The stairs start to arc up.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then I will not cast Shocking Grasp. I also move up to... Here's my stealth check, which I'm probably much better at. Oh, come here, you. Under invisibility, I have a sizable buff. And,
Yup.
So you should have plus 34 if I remember correctly. Total. With the invisibility.
Oh,
I don't think they can
I'm trying to
even
find
roll
this.
that high, so...
his stealth is... Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So then he has a 34 plus 19 is his stealth check.
Ooh. All right. So, you move up, and
Here, I guess. Well, I
about
don't have control of his token, but I guess here.
about right there.
He has his horn bow out.
Basically, just a little behind Skoros.
Yeah.
Okay,
Though he isn't aware of where Skoros is. Necessarily.
right. And that means that we are... Egor, you were laying down, were you not?
Yeah, so he'll stand up for free.
He does a push-up.
That's right. He just flexes his... He's laying on his face, so he just flexes his pecs and he pops right onto his feet. Just... Whoa. All right. Kellery is not here in the battle, technically. He is taking up the rear, so he may arrive at a round or two. So, we're back up to the top of the initiative, the true initiative, and it is Skoros' turn.
Okay. How crazy get? If I attack, I drop out of. I don't really want to do that, so I'm just gonna. Can we? I know the board is very theater of the mind. Can we see where, like, from the plateau where you could fall off and fall too far, like not hit a stair but fall down the side of the Storval stairs?
Based upon the slope of the stair and the way it comes up, you would have to push them. If the stairs run, and they do, this way, then you'd have to push them another probably 100 feet to be able to get them to fall off, because it's an 80. The curve is at the 80-foot mark from where they are at where the stone giants are.
Okay.
So there's
curve.
Not
like a like over like here somewhere. There's not like a cliff face.
No, because if you see on the map, it kind of slopes around. So the top of the stair is where you guys are, and this is about where the edge is at the moment.
That makes sense. Okay, in that case, as a swift action, Skoros will flex into. I'm checking the Brawler's Bible. It's a Rhino's Charge and Improved Bull Rush, which allows me to use a readied action to charge. And I'm going to use that readied action to ready a charge in such a way that, like, when Egor comes up and starts, I can charge it.
Okay.
You cut out there. When I come up the stairs and what?
When I'm setting the readied action, comes up and starts attacking, so I can charge it.
Okay, so you're cutting out a bit, but I'm getting that you're charging into melee once Egor gets back up there?
Right, to give him a flank.
Okay. Flank with Egor when he comes up. Got it.
Right.
Alright, that means it's the bear's turn. Let's see. No, not enough. So you guys see that the bears come out, and they don't know what to do. They're kind of like... I do a better bear than I thought I did. So they kind of start looking over this way at the hill giants and what's going on. They don't know what to do, so they're just going to ready themselves to do whatever their masters say. And their masters are looking at each other and like, what's going on here? So they also are going to ready an action to attack something from that comes, and in their mind they don't know that you guys are there, so they're gonna be looking this way, and they are readying an action to attack whatever comes at them from that way. And then the hill giant's turn comes up. So, these are going to start swinging wildly at these frogs and start moving away from this darkness that descended on them, or trying to move around in it. They don't know if they're blind or anything. So they're making a bunch of ruckus and hullabaloo, and they all start to move in different directions. So this one moves this way. This one bumps into his buddy trying to move that way, so he won't move. And then the other two, this one moves this way, out of the dark, and this one moves this way in the dark. So these four still remain these two still remain in the dark, but the other two comes out, and they start swinging around just in general areas. So the only two that would threaten to hit. How high up is Boldrago?
50.
Okay. So yeah, they wouldn't even hit Boldrago. They're swinging around and stuff like that, and these others don't know what to do. They start to back up into away from this darkness that has come about. And that's what they do. They are very confused as these riveting frogs continue. So, Brasut, it's to you.
Honestly, there's not a ton for me to add. So until things get scarier, I'm just gonna skip.
Okay. Brasut bides his time. Oops. Clicked past Boldrago accidentally. So Boldrago, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh yeah, he's just gonna keep concentrating on his spell, and yeah.
Okay. So do they need to make another?
The frog. He can't control the frogs. They're gonna. I mean, they're probably not gonna move because they can attack two people where they're at. So.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So they continue to attack on your turn then?
Yeah, 9 points.
9 points. All right, and that's another fort save, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, one of them nat ones.
Ooh.
And the other nat ones. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
So
they
that's...
take 4 points of con damage.
Oh, golly. All right, 4 points of con.
Could you put a marker on them so we remember poison? Because they need to save for 6 rounds.
6 rounds? They can take con damage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, but the DC is so low. So it's like...
There we go.
Well, it's too higher for two of them now.
Yeah.
Say they failed their save.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he just keeps them in the dark.
all right. And they're not happy about that. They're like, oh, feel good. Oh, feel good. Oh. So that is them. And it is Ross's turn, which means Willton is doing what?
Is there, you said the stone giants have a readied action. Do they think the attack is down the stairs?
No. They readied their action to fight anything that comes out of that orb or come from this direction.
Okay. Well, Egor's about to come make a mess, so yeah, it's pointless. Yeah, gonna do that same thing. The arrow begins to zippy-zappy with electricity. I cast an intensified shocking grasp, and I'm not going to use a move action. I'm under greater invisibility, so there will be a minus 20 plus 40 on my stealth check from sniping and being invisible, not moving.
Okay.
But the real question is, did the Curse of Rod travel from the Carolinas to Kansas City? Wha-bam! Alrighty, resolving against their flat-footed armor class. Now I have to read the sheet that isn't mine. Okay. I think I have a 29. Yeah, I see it as plus 17. So 29 to hit.
On which one?
The stone giant on the left.
Okay, this one then.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Alrighty, so an intensified shocking grasp will do 10d6. I'll roll it separately. I don't know what he does or doesn't have. That much electric damage. And then the hornbow is... What do we add on our hornbow? We have a plus 4, and we have a strength of 3. And then that's so plus 8. Pull! And that much piercing damage as an arrow appears out of nowhere in that dude's neck and then starts doing a dance.
47 points of damage altogether.
All right. So he draws back and there's this slight crackling noise from beside you. So you kind of, oh, that's where Willton whoosh is. And it goes, phew. And it slams, like you said, right into the side of his neck. And he's like, "Urgh!" And he kind of starts to look down the stair, and then he goes from the shock of it.
Yeah.
And
then 49 is my invisible sniping stealth check.
yeah, he doesn't seem to see you. All he sees down that way is, well,
Dread.
Egor.
And it's also worth noting that 2 rounds of combat have passed, plus the amount of rounds that Boldrago's setup time was for the purpose of how long, because it's rounds per level greater visibility is.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, Egor will be very last thing giant ever sees.
Okie dokie. Let's do it then.
Egor will charge.
Okay.
Straight at this giant that has looked at Egor. It will make a mighty swing.
And so will
All right.
Skoros.
I
I imagine I can't get the flank, but so I'll just punch him.
Enter a rage before I forget.
Now, ready to action changes your initiative order, correct?
Yeah, it would put them in right below me?
Yes, because he was waiting on your action.
I think that's right. So I've gone from first to last.
Right. So that means you wanted a flanking position?
If I can get it.
If you want to roll a well...
I mean, he can't see me. Can I run, like, under his legs?
Yeah, you could probably do a tumble to get through, yeah.
Okay.
Just
you
a
want an
dex
acrobatics check then?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that comes down to over his flat-footed CMD, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
A grand total of 24 over his flat CMD to try to move under his legs.
Yeah, that's fine. You're good.
Okay.
All right, so you can position yourself where you want to be. Where do you want to be, Egor?
Good, whatever closest path is.
Straight right here, then. Or right here, either one.
Works for me.
All right. And that means that for flanking, the only position would be here? Is that correct? There's technically a bear butt there.
Oh, boo. Okay, can I be, like...
And him be here? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Works for me. If we can both find the spot, that seems to be a spot.
Okay. You're moving after him, so he can be at either one of those spots, and you position yourself afterwards.
Makes sense.
All right. Now I need numbers.
Okay,
how do you myrtleize it?
Between Skoros and Egor.
I didn't crit, so I can't hand you butterflies.
This is unfortunate.
I know.
Is 15 plus 17 is 32 plus 2 for flank is 34 plus 2 for charge is 36. Does 36 is his armor class?
I literally have one lower.
No. Yes, it does.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're going to die.
All right.
Does is 7 points of a big stick damage, 6 points of fire damage, and 16 points of Egor damage.
There it is. I was like, that sounds so low. What happened here?
7, that's 23 plus 6 is 29 points of damage.
And then 18 bludgeoning damage from Skoros as he pops out of invisibility and, like, if Egor tags the knee of the guy, I tag the other.
So plus 29 damage.
Secretly hoping that plus shocking grasp down.
We'll see. It's taking forever for Roll20 to work with me.
This is why you use real dice. They're fancy, they're nice, they belong to me. They have the yellow sign on them. Very good.
Have you seen it, though?
I have. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, no! GG.
All right. It's still adding up damage. So that was... Let me see. That was Egor's damage, and then 18 from Skoros.
Yep. 15 plus 3.
All right. So it's still standing, but not very well. So yeah, he's looking horrible. Egor's smack into his leg.
Oh, is he like on his last 2 hit points?
Meta-wise? Oh, fatigue.
Because I forgot my rage bonus.
I crit the...
It would not. But they do need to roll fatigue.
Is that charged in?
Yeah, he does have to make a fort save, and he does take 2 extra points of damage.
Okay. So what's the fort DC?
18, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, well, he clears that pretty handedly.
Yeah, I figured.
And then the other one also has to make a save, and how far out does this go?
It's only my reach. Only the one, if I'm standing there, only... Well, the stone giant and the hill giant to my left need to make fort save.
Alright, so hill giant. You see the hill giant, let me see, make sure. Well, no. He's got a good one, so nope. He also saves.
Alright.
So you start to swelter, but all they do is beat up sweat.
This also works for Egor. If I am sweating, you are sweating.
If you're not sweating, you're not doing it right.
Let's work up a glisten together.
Yeah. All right. Kellery is still MIA at the moment, taking up the rear. Bear's turn.
The bears.
Bars. Now there's things to eat. Bars turn around. Whoops. Bear turns around. He's going to attack you first. These look like those other bears that you saw. They've got bony protrusions along their spine and shoulder blades. They're
the size of a van.
Yeah.
It's the old van rule. I remember.
Yeah.
But it is not van seeing magic, so.
No, it's bear.
Bear seeing magic? Alright.
I would not play that system. That sounds terrible.
You wouldn't play bear seeing magic?
Starfinder has awakened bear as a race, or like uplifted bear, I think.
It's just rock and raccoon, but with bigger claw attack.
Alright. I don't think that a 21 is going to hit you.
It gets real close, but it does miss.
Alright, second claw. Ooh, that's an 18 on the dice, plus 13. So yeah, that'll hit if the other one was that close.
18 plus 13. Yeah, I'm at... Hang on, I gotta double check my armor class real quick.
31.
Thank you. I don't know what my AC is right now. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
I had to go back and look at my math because there's a bark skin on me that I'm not used to.
Okay, so this is a full attack, so we'll also roll the bite.
I'm sorry.
And the bite gets only a 19.
Oof, yeah, that one misses.
But it also gets a grab for free, so let's go ahead and do the damage. Ooh, almost max damage. 12 damage total for the claw. And then
okay.
It's going to attempt to grapple you.
This time I'd like to resist.
Okay.
It's advantageous when there's like 2 guys. When there's this many, I'd rather not.
Fair enough. So, let me see. 30.
Is exactly the number you needed.
Okay. Okay.
Literally my CMD.
It grabs you then.
Okay.
And that means that this one just has to 5 foot over while you're grappled. grappled, and this one is also technically grappled. And it gets to do a full attack as well.
It does.
Who knew?
Oh no.
Oh no, they killed Kenny.
No, my name is Skoros.
It is right now.
Correct.
Alright, 4 on the dice. That's only going to be like a 17.
Yeah, it misses pretty wide.
And then, I don't know what, how much is your dex affecting your...
Right now, my armor class is 27. It would be 29, but I'm grappled.
Okay. So, the other one's a 15 on the dice, so that's definitely going to hit for the second claw. And then the bite is an 18 on the dice. So, it's not going to grapple you, because the other one's already grabbing you. But it's going to claw at your face.
You say as I'm looking up the rules for multiple grapplers on the same guy. Fair enough.
9 damage from the claw, and then 15 damage from the bite.
Okay.
And that is the bears, as they try to get a nosh on our Skoros friend. Now it is also the giant's turn. And let me see, this one is definitely going to go after this one right here that's been whacked on. He is not happy.
Bring it, you big coward!
He says as he goes for a full attack in on you.
You need a breath mint.
You don't even know what those are, do you? It's so sad.
It's terrible, really.
Pulls a piece of granite up from the floor, begins chewing on it. The sound is awful.
Ooh. He gets a natural 20 on his first swing.
Ah, you're garbage.
Let me see if it confirms. It confirms with another natural 20. So, yeah. And we've already agreed to do nasty stuff on misses and good stuff on hits. So.
Oh,
well,
man, so glad the full casters just didn't do anything on their
I'm doing stuff.
I just got
you
back.
wanted to be able to do stuff, right?
Oh, means I don't get to play Willton anymore. Damn it. Damn it. Hi, Ross.
Okay, keep playing Wilton. Keep playing Wilton.
no,
I'm
you're
curious how you would play him. Keep going.
You are
I actually
under
need to-
greater invisibility for... I can't math 4 more rounds, and you got a shocking grasp.
You just keep going. I'm curious. I don't want to interrupt your battle plan here.
Okay, sure.
Does a 26 hit your armor class, Kane?
by one, yes.
Okay, so that means that the first attack crit, his second great club did not crit, but did hit. And it's or 2 slams, so he doesn't get 2 slams. So it's he hits you twice with the great club. So this first one's going to be 2d8 times 2, I believe, or the damage times 2, I believe.
Uh-huh.
I keep thinking a great club is times 3.
No, thank goodness.
Indeed.
11 plus 12 for
23.
23 times 2.
46?
46.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Well, is that both hits or just the one?
That's the first hit.
Alright, so that's 41 damage.
Okay. And then
Retreat!
then the next one would just be... Ooh, he rolled really well on the next one. Let me see. 14 plus 12. So 26
26.
damage.
It's 21. Oh. You took me from 135 to 73.
Oof.
Ouch.
I mean, sorry. Dim's
No, you aren't.
I'm not sorry, because that's the first time I've ever crit with a great club. So.
At least it wasn't a, what was it? A
Tetsubo?
I am still salty about that.
Those are times 4.
One hit, and I was out.
Drops poor little Tarask.
And so this other one, seeing the bears have this flashy person all taken care of, he 5 foots this way. Let me see, he was right there, so he just has to 5 foot right there to be within range of our barbarian, and he is going to swing at the barbarian. So, first is an 8 on the die, so not enough. So that's tilted. Another 8 on the die. So his 2 attacks whiff wide. And so as you're dodging those attacks from him, the other one swings right down into you and nails you really good, almost lifting you off the ground 6 inches or so as he smacks into you. And then smacks you back down before you're able to get down on the ground yourself. So you take that extra 6 inches in damage type stuff. So
6 inches off the ground to 6 inches into the ground.
Yeah.
Both. Up then down.
Why did your bird need to be large?
Because I want it to be a swarm.
Because it is the Skid Demon!
It's easier. Now you don't have to bring a token,
Okay.
so I can move it around.
It's all sparkly, too. All right. So that has happened for them. Now it's the hill giants. They see things that they can hit now. So this one's going to 5 foot right here. He already saved. They only have to save once against your aura?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then this one's going to come help the bears.
No bears.
The bears. I'll move right there. So we'll get them taken care of. These others, I'm going to say, are still distracted by all the frogs. So they're not going to move just yet. Well, actually, these need to try and move out of the darkness. But we'll get to that in a second. Okay, first attacks. So, the one against Egor. A 14 on the dice might not hit Egor. It's a regular great club. Well, it's 28.
Oh, that hits.
All right, so that's the first attack from the hill giant. A 6 on the dice isn't going to hit you, though. So damage for that is... Oops. Ran away. Okay, Kane, roll me 2d8.
Why do you make me do this to myself?
Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself with 2d8 of has to dice. Stop.
7 plus whatever his mod is.
But this is where you could reach into your dice bag that you put all the dice that have betrayed you and bring them out, because this is the one time they'd come in handy.
I don't have such a thing. They are all my children, and I love them equally. How dare you insinuate that I would have a dice bag specifically for dice that don't roll well?
Oh,
Nice.
I thought that was
favorite.
surprisingly. I've been told that is a surprisingly common thing amongst people that have a lot of dice.
And that is why people's dice keep betraying them, because they are fickle, angry gods.
Look, I am in the same manner, my friend. All of my dice are in one bag, and they are all equal to me. The only thing I tend to do about them is I like to color sort them when I'm bored.
I'm still trying
Because
to pick
that
Skoros'
pleases me.
dice.
All right. So, their mod is 10. So,
Ouch.
Yeah. Right, take another 12.
all right. So that's that one. Now we got to roll for the one against Skoros, who's grappled.
Okay. So there is one thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound real gamey, and you can make me stick to it if you want to. But when you rolled 30, I was not adding the bonus that I get for defending against a grapple from the same bonus that it's like favored combat maneuver that a brawler gets. It also applies to my CMD when defending again. So I'm technically not grappled. But if I'm grappled, I'm grappled. It happened several minutes ago. What?
Yeah, our past history has been to let it ride if something like that happens.
Then I'm grappled.
Remember it for next time.
Indeed.
All right.
New character, who dis?
New character.
All right. No, because let me see. The hill giant against you just rolled a 16. So.
Man, misses real wide.
And then his second attack. No, he doesn't get a second attack. He only gets one attack because he moved.
Him did do a moving.
Okay, so that's him.
Why did no one give Little Halfling displacement?
Because Little Halfling did not
think to ask.
We're supposed to be a team.
Well, when one of us has other things to do, also looks awkwardly at Brasut, still just sitting down there.
Well,
Yeah.
It's Brasut's turn, and Brasut, you see that that halfling has been really wailed on this last attack.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's just like bleeding down the face.
So, the friendly thing to do is to stop you from dying. Right? That sounds friendly.
Yes, that would be the friendly thing to do. You're correct.
This is where you go, so let's do the opposite.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Your
Okay,
dark vision is only 60 feet. You hear you very much hear a, oh, that was not pleasant.
You hear the sound of a coconut hitting a bigger coconut.
Okay. So I'm like, alright. I will get up and I will move towards it to more accurately see what's going on.
Okie dokie.
And then I see a very sad Egor.
Yep.
I am very upset about my current circumstances.
Alright. Best way to save Egor currently? Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna pull out a decent size tool.
Please do not teleport me.
I can't reach you and teleport.
Okay, I'm just saying, please do not teleport me.
Back to Sandpoint.
No, there's gonna be a wall of force in between you and the bad things.
Hey, I'm telling y'all what, if we hit another 100 on that teleport dice, we're keeping it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can't reroll anything but D20s.
Yeah, that was our mistake, so we're gonna wait for that.
So this is in 10-foot blocks. So I know I need at least that. Probably this. This is all wall of force.
Okay.
Oh.
I am just... I am making a box around Egor.
Okay.
That is, and I do mean that literally, like, this goes 10 foot up, and there is also a roof on top of it.
Okay.
So that way they can't, like, drop rocks on anything or whatnot. Oh, maybe... How do I erase part? Will this... Nope, that'll move the whole thing.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, you can only
this...
delete. Not.
Yeah. Alright.
There's no eraser.
Which is a bummer. Even Paint has eraser, roll 20.
Yeah, but Paint hasn't been around for that long.
No, Paint. Like MS Paint that used to come.
Yeah. It hasn't been around that long.
It's been around.
I don't know if that's true.
It's been around since the 90s. Since, like...
Yeah, it's at very least a 20-year-old program.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember having it when I was on a personal computer. Windows 95 had it for sure. Windows...
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't want to completely block Willton from shooting at things.
Okay.
So...
The stairs are 30 feet wide, remember. So... That is something to consider as you make your box.
I might be way over making box sizing then.
Right now, they're on the same plane as them.
Right.
So if you're wanting to control the flow, you would only have to make a box. Excuse me, that would kind of guide them that way.
I mostly just want to make a you can't hit Egor box.
Okay.
I mean,
that Egor can walk out of.
If you leave it on one side and I don't leave on that turn, they're just gonna walk around and beat me to death in this box.
That's fair. I'm sorry, Egor, but I'm not letting you're not dying. So there you go.
I saved Egor. Oh. Okie dokie.
Sorry. That's the only way I had to save you.
All right. Brasut makes a box around Egor.
All right.
And it has a ceiling too. I gave him a house of force
that he doesn't know exists because it's invisible.
I guess I'll come back in an hour when combat's over.
Probably not.
I think you're a bit optimistic there, Kane.
Yeah.
I think we need more than an hour.
Well, I guess my next turn is nothing, so goodbye for a minute.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't have a lot of options to help.
It's all right. I'm not going to die, at least.
All right, Boldrago.
Yeah. Well, do you want to move those dudes?
Oh, yes, I do actually have to move them. This one would come back over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, they'd come back over 30, 40, right about there. And then this one, seeing what was going on, would have come around over to here. You guys are technically a little further away than that.
Okay.
Because you were ranging it. Okay, there we go. That's about more accurate.
But he wanted to see.
I don't know.
That's true. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
He needed to be within 60.
5,
and I think
10,
both of
15,
us down
20,
here.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. The 60 would be up there. So they should still be okay. Alright, now you can do your thing.
Oh. Well, these two that are within the swarm.
Right. They're still sick, aren't they? And blind.
Well, they don't roll anything right now. But I was asking you if you wanted to move them.
Yeah.
Or if they just want to stand there and die.
No. I roll a d4 to see which cardinal direction they move in.
That's fine.
So there we go. They moved out of it.
All right.
Out of the 60, and it's like, whoa. And they look, for hill giants, they look a little green under the gills.
Mm. So, it's up to you, because I can't control the swarm, but they would go for the closest enemy.
Okay, so the closest enemy would actually be over here.
That's fine. So I'll follow.
Okie dokie.
And shed some non-light. Anti-light, I guess.
How far does that touch this guy now?
No, I'm still 50 feet up in the air, so I'm basically just touching the ones closest to me.
Okay. So they go back into darkness, and they're like, whoa, whoa, it follows us.
So they need to roll, and as well as the previous poisoned ones.
Okie dokie. And it's still 13, right?
Yep.
That is a success, I believe. Yes.
They probably need to roll really bad.
Yeah, it's tilted. And yeah, they both pass, but they take how much damage? 5?
5.
All right, 5 for that one.
And then you need to roll for the poisoned ones.
Do they get another save?
Yeah.
That one passes. Yep, both pass.
With a -2 from the con damage, but yeah.
Then let me check on the one.
If they save, they are no longer poisoned.
Okay. They are no longer poisoned, but they still have that debuff, right?
Yep.
So we'll leave that on there.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. And I gotta make sure those come up. All right. And that means we are at Willton's turn. So, Willton, there you are. You do not have any idea that the wall is there. All you know is Brasut wiggled his fingers and said some magic words. You can roll me an Arcana check to know what he was casting, though.
I do have a plus 13 when it comes to Arcana, so let me roll that right quick for you, Tommy.
Okay. Am I still playing Wilton?
Yeah, only a 15.
So you wouldn't know, because the DC is 15 plus level of... You know that he casts something, and if we're being really... The Barbarian is raging and suddenly inside a box. He's still trying to activate. Should be pretty obvious. Wall, at least between Egor and the Stone Giant. We
also know he knows the spell. I wouldn't say it's so much not a knowledge as it... I know we said also kind of tying in, like... Did we mention, like, tying in our intelligence stat a little bit to, how much we can reasonably say things out of character, or why?
And it's also, like, it's an issue of all of those hill giants and all of those stone giants are actively, like, when you are threatening another dude, and that dude is, well, he's not threatening you anymore, but they're trying to figure out what's going on. They are acting.
Well, they haven't interacted with the box yet.
But they are in each other's threat range. Suddenly something stopped. It's not an issue of whose turn it is. It's an issue of how combat works, why the 5-foot square, and like this is not Final Fantasy. It's not I hit you and then I wait.
Right. And everything happens at the same time. However, the damage that was received by Egor happened this turn. Brasut stopped it after seeing that damage, not before. Therefore, the spell was cast after the damage on the stack. So,
right, and they are still trying to get at each other. It's reasonable to assume the giant is, and Egor probably is banging his head against.
They can't do. The motion has happened already, though. Everything happens at the same time.
I think it'd be an educated guess to say I assume he cast some sort of wall spell knowing he's done this sort of thing in the past.
Yes. The problem is knowing where he cast it.
Of course. Knowing he cast it would be just kind of... I'm saying so much as, like, I feel like Willton would have an idea, okay, he probably just cast, like, Wall of Force or something like that to protect...
somebody.
Probably... Yeah, protect... Well, it looks like he's protecting Egor because... Oh my god, that's a lot of people.
That's fair. You also see Skoros grappled between the legs and stuff like that. You can see Skoros grappled by a bear and has 2 hill giants coming after him.
Well, Tommy, you're back to controlling the combat and whatnot, because you seem to have a plan, and I'm curious to see where this is going, and you seemed very interested in going through with it. So I'm just curious to learn from, like... This is more of a watch and learn. This is a watch and learn moment for me because I'm still learning how to be good in Pathfinder combat.
Okay, so then my next question is my plan that I had for the initiative kind of screwed over when Wilton's token was moved. I need to be where I was.
You want?
I don't understand why. Yeah, that's the square he was at for like point blank shot.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, so he had to be this close.
Yeah, the square he was in. Because my idea is, I don't know there's a wall of force there. I have reasonable assumption that something is stopping the giant's club from smooshing Egor and vice versa.
Well, no clubs have been swung at Egor since that spell was cast. And the idea is that it's only 10 foot high. It's not completely blocking the path of an arrow. It's only giving at most a kind of cover or something along those lines.
That's also true. Okay, because my thought was I'm gonna like move to somewhere. The wall of force screws everybody over. Because the thought was I was gonna move like bleh. Why can't I? Oh, I'm on the. Sorry, I was on the ruler. Like here, and then I was gonna draw my falchion. When someone
I was just gonna say
my foot range invisible, but
yeah,
failing that, I guess it's. So I have a clear shot to this guy.
Yeah, you have a shot to this one, and there's only that 10-foot wall between you, and they're about
they're 12
to 15 feet tall. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, Ross. If I have control of your man, once again, it's snap the fingers, zap the arrow, and roll to shoot at the boy. And PNG somewhere. Where's my character sheet? I have a 34 to hit. I'm going off the second numbers because that's after the enchanting my bow. So 34 to hit.
Is that with a +4 enchantment? Because those numbers are with a +4 enchantment and haste.
Oh, I see. So then it would be 2 lower because I'll spend the swift action now to up it and then go. So then it's not a 34, it's a 33. Or 32, yeah. 32 over his flat. Willton is still invisible.
Okay. And cover is a minus what?
It gives him a plus 4, I think, to his AC.
Nowhere near enough. So you definitely hit. This guy, right?
Okay. The one that we shot at and punched at.
Okay.
The one that I'm hoping we can take down right now. Doing a quick math, I have that much as my strength, and then one more, so it's +8. Some of this is piercing damage, some of this is electric damage. 50.
Okie dokie. It is, as he starts to rear up for another swing, an arrow flies out of nowhere again, and this time pierces directly into his brain pan. And he continues to and move and jerk and twitch. However, as doing so, he also falls on his back to the floor, apparently probably dead, but he fell to the floor and appears unconscious.
It's worth asking, when he's seizing, does any of his body contact the wall of...
The arrow comes from this way and it knocks him backwards, so probably not, but it's not... It's going to be Kane's turn next, and he's going to try and swing at things and can't. So you guys will know it's there after that. So.
Okay.
So
my apologies for the confusion about the numbers.
I've used a swift action, a standard action. Wilton will not use standard action, and rolls a natural 20, which is irrelevant, but also like the die number is kind of irrelevant. What 54 is an invisible stealth check.
Yeah.
After snipping.
People see flashes but aren't able to identify where it's coming from.
That makes sense. Okay. Then that is his turn.
All right. And then that means it's Egor's turn.
I think he got up.
Well, he responded to something just a second ago. So Egor, as per the instructions that are in the Discord, begins to rear up and smack, and it goes and kind of vibrates his hands, and the heat spreads across this now flat surface in front of him, and he's like, huh? And it doesn't block sound totally, I don't think, but you can hear that there's a certain amount of Ustalavian cursing going on in there and fuming. If this was glass, there would probably be a lot of steam building up in there from Egor's heat coming off and being very angry that he can't hit things right now.
What is the sound of a very buff 12-year-old punching a plexiglass door? I'm sort of curious if a level 10 bar fire damage could eventually cut through a wall of force, but I don't think it can.
Well, I mean, you give anybody enough time, they could eventually get through a wall of force.
Because the D6 will breaks the hardness. Well, it doesn't break it, but it goes around it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. Okay.
I mean, it has 200 hit points to get through, but...
We'll wait.
Yeah, it's a barbarian. 200 hit points is a few turns?
But it has hardness 30 versus his actual hits.
But I think he at least breaks the hardness a little.
Yeah, he should break it. He could break it some, given time.
It might be like 4 damage at a time.
But Skoros sees that there's now a box around Egor, and he's still grappled. Everybody now sees this box.
Skoros spends a standard action to try to break the grapple, and it is a 29 plus 6. So 35. Or, yeah, I'm so bad at math. A 34 over the Dire Bear's CMD to try to break out the grapple.
Okay, let me make sure. CMD, yeah, you break through the grapple.
Okay, sweet. So then as a swift action, Skoros will take Panther Style and the one in the chain that lets me punch a bunch. It's good. It's going to provoke a bunch.
Ooh, boy.
From him. He did. But the idea is, I really wish I knew how to draw the like I am moving thing on Roll20. I haven't figured that one out. But it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to try to acrobatics through all of them. Actually, I have speed.
You just right-click.
Yeah,
right-click and space. Space every time you want to anchor.
I think it's just right-click. You don't even need to,
Placing ruler waypoints is now done by pressing Q.
Yeah.
So I can like, bap, 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 bap. Boom. That was neat. So I'm going to try to acrobatics over him.
Okay. And that acrobatics has to beat their CMD.
For them as well. Their CMD, yeah.
Okay.
So the way I see it, I'm provoking from 1 hill giant, 1 stone giant, 2 dire bears. The dire bears could...
You're technically leaving the threat square from right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 2 squares of threat for this guy.
That's right, but unless he has mythic combat reflexes, he only gets 1 attack of opportunity provoked by my... The issue of getting multiple is a 3.5 roll.
Right, but I mean right here he gets 1, right?
Correct, yeah. He would eventually get 1.
Okay, I was just making sure. So,
actually, he would only literally get the 1, because regardless.
He would get...
Dire Bear.
He would get 1, this hill giant would get 1.
And both the Dire Bears.
Both the Dire Bears. And you're still within his. Okay.
So, starting with the first Dire Bear, because they could feasibly hit me if they hit me. So, which would be bad. That would not be good. Not do that one. Please, no. 22 over the CMD of the Dire Bear.
Of the Dire Bear?
Mm-hmm.
No, they get a hit.
Okay, then so do I. Yours is... The capstone is... Mine is resolved first, and if I hit you, but I can't do that and move. So the Dire Bear attacks first.
Okay. So the Dire Bear does its attack of opportunity.
Well, I suppose as a free action, I'll take dodge. Yeah, so I've used a lot.
So the Dire Bear got a... Got a 22.
Okay, which misses.
All right.
I have a... better just leave my sheet up. Then I have a 29 to hit the Dire Bear.
You can hit him.
Hooray! 21 bludgeoning damage.
Was this directed at the Dire Bear that you were grappled with, or the other one?
Your call. I provoked from either.
All right.
It's just like theirs are important because I may not be able to giant.
So we'll go with the one that was trying to grab you first. So what's the damage on that?
21 bludgeoning damage. I bulb him in the nose. Grab me.
Bad Bear. Bulb him in the nose.
Or like eye gouge him.
Yeah.
All
right. No dirty tricks. That's an actual mechanic.
And I could do it, but not right now. Right now I need to get where my friends are. Then the second one, the second acrobatic shot, 23.
From the other bear?
From the other bear.
Okay. So the other bear...
1 rank in acrobatics is not enough.
26 is what you're looking for, so no.
So, okay. Then it provokes.
Probably not. I believe it misses you also.
Phew. And then I have a 30 to hit him.
20, no, just a 19, so yeah.
Which, yeah. Skoros is too busy. Dodge, flip, punch. That one takes 18 bludgeoning damage. From there, the rest, unless the hill giant can also grab. Roll the next acrobatics check. But it's a 20, dirty 20, which probably doesn't break anybody.
Alright, so we're working on the hill giant first, the farthest hill giant first, so that is, does not break his CMD.
Then it provokes, and provokes from me.
He gets a 19 on the dice. What's the crit range of a great club? It's still 20,
20
isn't
times
it?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets like a, what is this? 19 plus 14? So, plenty. He gets a 30,
Yeah, he got there.
or 46? No,
46.
36. That's going too high.
36 gets there. Versus my AC is 5 higher. So yeah, it is. And then I have a 31 to hit.
31 to hit. Does hit him.
Okay. Then I do 23.
Alright, 23 from you. Let me put that on there. Alright. And then he does 7 on the dice, and then he adds 10, so 17 damage.
Okay, and then lastly the stone giant. Which
Well, it'd be the other hill giant, would it not?
I don't think he has. Yeah, he does. That's right. Fair enough. It provokes from.
Okay. So,
which I have another 20, which is not.
okay.
And it's a hit.
So he rolls a 29.
Which is exactly what he needs. I have a 26.
Okie dokie. So, what's your damage?
Did a 26 hit?
26 would hit him, yes.
Okay, 20 bludgeoning damage.
20 bludgeoning damage, and he does just 12 to you, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Damn stone giant.
Now, does you provoke from the stone giant? Oh, yeah, you move more than a certain amount in his threat range. Okie dokie.
An 11 on my acrobatics check.
That will not beat his.
No, it won't. I tried.
Ooh, he gets a 19 on his dice, too.
Okay. I have a 17 on my dice to hit him, which is then plus 14.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
As Alex is screaming bloody murder in the board for me to make the turn go faster. I'm sure we both hit each other.
You do both hit each other, yes. Ooh, he does max damage, too. You take 20 damage.
Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. Skoros remembers the time that there was a dragon.
And he was
That
awesome.
much. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, then to end my turn, I will fly to the square above me. And then that's all.
Okay.
Sorry it took so long, Alex. I have a lot of immediate actions and stuff. I don't want to die, but I'm not a full cast.
Alright.
I mean, he did end up taking how long when he just fought by the giants by himself?
Yeah, when there's 1 on 12. Where's that, Alex? Wrap that up.
That was lots of rounds.
Yeah.
It was
All right.
different.
It was different.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one round.
Hush.
Okie dokie. So Skoros does all that. It takes a beating getting out of there, but he's trying to get out of there. This will be interesting when we come back next time. So
Oh no, we're not leaving on a cliffhanger, are we? We're not
We
going to be
are.
cliffhanger. We're leaving on a cliffhanger?
yes,
So evil!
I know. I'm a GM. What did you expect?
No, but that's just a whole nother level of evil.
Yes.
How could you?
Because
Man, it's terrible.
Pathfinder Father, why have you forsaken us?
It makes you feel bad, doesn't it? Like removing a martial character from combat. It just makes you feel real bad.
Yeah, that
makes me
decision
feel real good. Okay.
Would you have rather I let you die? I don't
Yes.
He was at like
Okay.
70% of his health.
know. Wait, he was at 70%? I thought he was already like under half, and then
I
took more.
was under half, but if you had hasted me instead, I'm pretty sure I could have killed 2 giants in one round.
All right. So,
Hindsight's 2020.
time
Yeah.
to go to the next episode for you guys. You'll be able to watch the next episode, but we will have to wait for a little while, and we'll have to record. Hopefully, technology will behave better next time. I don't know what's up, but please.
Can we also move miniatures onto like a white background or something? Because having them on the world map is very discombobulating.
We're doing the tactics of wargaming. This hill giant's getting the Rift of Niltak. Meanwhile, this one is in the mountains. This is reinforcement. Our barbarian he's got a square. I don't know what the square is.
Careful, he's got a square! He's got a square! He's got a square!
Please do remember, everybody, that all the content you see on the Planar Crossroads is brought to you by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. Goodbye.
The skid demon.
No skid demon.
There
Bye.
lies the skid demon. Oh, the skid demon's eating too much cereal. Jesus. Oh, wow.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.